Good evening once again, and welcome to our class here this afternoon. And this afternoon here, we'll be discussing about lymphatic system and skin detoxification. And we'll be getting into some of those remedies that you can do as well that can help to detoxify your lymphatic system and your skin. And some of this information that we'll be sharing with you is some of this information that we have gathered over the years by actually helping people overcome their illnesses. And we've worked with, hundreds of people, even at our lifestyle center right here, Eden Lifestyle Home. And also we have worked with people online, sending programs and been to churches all over the US. And we have gathered some information in how to detoxify the body and how to best cleanse the body. And today we'll be directing our attention to the two or the last systems, which is the lymphatic system, and we'll be looking at the skin as well, and how those things, having a toxic lymphatic system and a toxic skin, can cause all sorts of issues, but also natural remedies you can do to help to unclog the skin and lymphatic system. And that's very, very important. So you want to make sure that you stay in tune with this class, share it with as many people as you can. We have a shareable link that we have in our WhatsApp group. And also we can post it here in the chat on Zoom. So that way you can share this with as many people as you can so people can see the classes. Those who are watching on YouTube, you can share the YouTube link. And also please free to subscribe to our YouTube channel because we do have some more information coming in the upcoming weeks. We're going to talk about high blood pressure. We're going to talk about building the immune system to fight infectious diseases, talk about diabetes and cancer, and so many other varying topics that we want to discuss and go in depth with and give you just free information that you probably haven't found other places as yet. So we just want to bring it to you in a simplified manner.
No, definitely. And we do want to thank and really appreciate each and every one of you that have been on week by week. Also, all of you in our WhatsApp community as well. We appreciate it. I think right about now, if I have to check, let me see here. We do have about, we have 400, exactly 400 people right now in the WhatsApp community. So anyone who is also live right now and you're not there, we'll also send a link on the chat as well. So that way you can be able to ensure that you can join in and get access to our additional resources that we'll be sending after every single live that we do. So again, you do want to, you are also able to invite many more people to that community by just clicking the invite button and send out a blast to your friends. Invite, a lot of your friends that may be interested in this as well. And we just appreciate each and every one of you who are subscribed on YouTube. And if you haven't done that as well, feel free to do that. Leave us a comment. We'd love to read your comments as well there. And again, let's continue to stay active in the chat on Zoom as well. We will be answering a lot. We'll have a question and answer segment towards the end as well. So for all of those who remain until the end, we'll ensure that we can answer as many as your questions of your questions as possible. So again, we will be starting off with this. I believe it's a very, very powerful class. It goes through an aspect, certain aspects that is not as often being spoken about, which is our lymphatic system, which is completely crucial, very essential, and also our skin, being able to detoxify our skin, right? So again, let us start off with a word of prayer as we dive into things together. Let us pray. Father in heaven, we just thank you so much for the opportunity to be able to learn together as a community where we can see how to apply simple but powerful principles into our lives that could bring about a lasting change and that could bring about longevity and allow us to experience optimal wellness. We thank you. In the name of Jesus, we pray. Amen. Amen.
Yes. So now what we do, as always, we want to leave a disclaimer here that we are not medical professionals and we just here sharing some natural remedies and we just basically giving you education. So if there is anything that you want to apply throughout this training and class, you want to consult with your medical professional or just use your discretion. So let's get into this as well. So we've been talking about the 7 channels of elimination so far, and we've discussed many of the 7 channels of elimination. And the channels that we'll be looking at today is the skin and lymphatic system. And if you know anything, you know the skin has pores in them, and those pores we sweat out through our glands, our sweat glands, and that sweat that we have could be uric acid and so many different things that comes out from our skin, and we eliminate toxic waste from our skin. Also, our lymphatic system as well. We have this channel all throughout our body, which is called our lymphatic system, which goes in and it sucks up waste that is lingering out that is outside of our bloodstream, and it eliminates it from our body. And also inside of our lymphatic system as well, we also have the creation of certain white blood cells, and our immune system basically lives inside of there. And that's why it's going to explain some of the things phenomena that we see when it comes to our lymphatic system, some of those signs of a toxic lymphatic system. And let's get to that here as we look at our lymphatic system. And as you can see in the background here of the lymphatic system detox, this background, you see this man with this channels or lines all throughout his body. And this is basically the lymphatic system. And you'll see this little bulges here, kind of circular oval shapes. And this is what we call the lymph nodes. And this is where the body sucks in waste and it brings it out throughout our lymphatic system, our channel. And the lymphatic system connects to our bloodstream. And lymphatic system aids in the process of elimination throughout our body. So here are some signs that you need to know that you need a lymphatic detox. No, one of the first ones is swollen lymph nodes. And a lot of people that have cancer and especially infections, all different types of infections, not just flus, influenzas, and those type of infections, but also you have tooth infections and all those different types of infections. With tooth infections, you'll see that your swollen lymph nodes will probably be under here or somewhere in the jaw area, because you do have glands. As you can feel them sometimes. You have glands in your jaw face area. You have glands in your neck area. You have glands, all throughout your hands and different parts of your body here. So people with cancer normally have this swollen lymph nodes, or people that are infected and just having a toxic lymphatic system, you have a swollen lymph nodes. And that basically that is a sign that you need to cleanse your lymphatic system. And we'll be showing you how you can do that as well.
Definitely. And also another one would be frequent illness. Individuals who may have very, toxic in the lymphatic system, or not proper detoxification going on, or in other words, immune system is also compromised, then definitely that could be linked with individuals being on the end of being frequently sick and ill, where you're unable to withstand certain sort of viruses as effective as you should. Right? And we're going to share with you how you can better be able to help to stimulate a much more healthier lymphatic system, so that way you can be able to fight off disease a lot more effectively as they come, right? And also another one would be chronic fatigue. Individuals who may be chronic fatigue as well, where there is that lack of energy, that sluggish type of feeling as well that you may have, that could be a sign that maybe you might need to undergo some sort of lymphatic detox, being able to get yourself get your lymphatic system strengthened again. And that's the goal of what we'll be sharing with you as well. Now, another one might be edema, right? That is where a lot of individuals have that extra fluid that a lot of times may appear down in the lower foot area, in the leg, foot area. You may have like that swollenness as well. Now, again, sometimes your kidneys could impact that too. However, you do have like lymphedema and other types of issues like that may indicate, okay, yes, I do need to be able to work on my immune system. And another one I'll mention here is digestive issues. Like many individuals who may have like different types of digestive issues, like whether it may be constipation, bloating, other digestive issues, like where all that may indicate that there's some sort of congestion in the lymphatic system that is affecting your body's ability to eliminate waste properly.
And also we have people with skin issues. Now we say this is not only limited to lymphatic system problems, but then this is also could be an indication of a lymphatic issue. And that's why we lumped lymphatic system and skin together, because as you can see, some of the treatments that we'll be doing, it affects both the skin and the lymphatic system. And most of the detoxing, cleansing in general, cleansing your channels of elimination, one thing can help with many other issues. And it's just that if the body is not able to eliminate waste from the system, then obviously it comes out through the skin, which the lymphatic system helps to remove waste, that is fluids that is floating around in the body that is outside of the bloodstream. Also, headaches could be another one as well. And individuals who go through a cleansing process, even whilst cleansing, the body's throwing off toxins into the bloodstream, you may temporarily get a headache whilst you're going through toxin cleansing period. And that is just
right? Of course, there may be varying factors for that as well. However, definitely, as we see ways in which we can be able to detox our entire lymphatic system, you'll see that is one of the ways that we can begin to assist ourselves better. So also, I noticed that someone just put in the chat sound. I'm hoping that our sound is good. Can everyone hear us clearly? Just want to make sure that we're good. However, as we continue to share here, as we just pause a little bit, because we're about to head into some remedies, right? Remedies that we can now be able to apply and do for our entire lymphatic system. However, as we go into those remedies, I will ask each and every one of you as well, if you're on Zoom right now, we're going to drop a link as well. Right now, we're going to drop a link. We do ask if you could be able to continue to share this entire stream, this entire Zoom stream with as many people as possible. If you're on YouTube, you can share the link for the YouTube to as many people. And if you haven't subscribed as yet, hit that subscribe button. We're about to get into some remedies very soon that we do not want you to miss as well. And we want many others to be able to learn how they can take charge of their health right now.
Yes, and if we are cutting in and out, it might be because we have a lot of snow outside and it's very foggy. And so then we do use satellite internet, Starlink, and hopefully that it remains very stable throughout the live stream. But if we do go out for a little bit, then just know that this is the case here. So we just want to show you some of these pictures here of some of the things that you may experience when we say lymphatic system problems or toxic lymphatic system. Then this is what we call swollen lymph node here. This is one area of the body where you can see a lymph node being swollen. And also, different skin conditions that can react because of a lymphatic system being toxic as well. And then we also have cellulite that forms because of lymphatic system issues as well. And we're showing you how to get rid of some of that cellulite and also different remedies just to drain your lymphatic system. And something that we need to keep in mind with our lymphatic system as we look at the natural remedies for lymphatic system detox, when we look at the circulatory system, our circulatory system is moved based upon our heart. Our heart pumps blood and it circulates the blood throughout our body, our bloodstream. But then how is our lymphatic system pumped or moved? The only way that it's moved or pumped is by movement. So as we go throughout the remedies, just keep that in mind here. Our lymphatic system needs movement to be able to circulate. Our circulatory system needs our heart. So our movement is like the heart for our lymphatic system. So that's one thing just to keep in mind. And, so that makes sense that, if you stop moving, then you may have more issues with swelling, edema, and all those various issues that people may face because of lymphatic system issues. Because moving helps to circulate that lymph throughout our lymphatic system.
Yeah.
So that's something just to keep in mind.
No, definitely. And speaking about movement, I think there is a simple thing that we can begin to share with each and every one of you that I think would be a great start in how to be able to stimulate your lymphatic system, get that drainage going, and be able to help with that detoxification. And my brother's bringing in something here, and you let us know in the chat what this is. Does anyone know what this is here, right here? We'd love to see in the chat. What do you think this is? This is I was also mentioning just for the sake of time, but this is what you call a
It's a
rebounder,
rebounder.
right?
A
It's something that
rebound.
we have also at the center that a lot of our guests will utilize because we see the effectiveness of it. What it does, it allows you to be able to bounce on there so that way you can have muscle contractions with all those muscular contraction that's going on. It helps to stimulate the entire lymphatic system a lot more effectively. So it's very simple. Even if you don't have one, you can actually at home just be able to mimic that. However, if you can get one, maybe at a Walmart or pharmacy or where you might find it, like online or any of those places,
Amazon is very
Amazon,
yep.
then you can be able to get one there. I know someone says trampoline. I remember when I was a kid, you know, we spent a lot of time on the trampoline. So it's like a trampoline, but it's specifically called a rebounder. So you want to demonstrate for us, or you want me to demonstrate here? So this is what we're going to do, right? So I'm on the rebounder right now. And for many of you who are watching, like sometimes you can just warm up and start very slow. Like let's say you just like, all you have to do is move. You don't even have to like jump up, you know, like on a regular trampoline. And I'll go back a little more so you can see me. On a regular trampoline, you just keep jumping up really high. Like right now, I'm just like moving without even getting my feet off the ground. So you can just like warm up, start moving. And then after a while, you can get more into it. Just make sure you also have like a proper posture while you're doing it. Maintain a posture. You're warming up, you're just bouncing. And you just have a simple, gentle bounce. Then gradually, what you want to do, you can increase the intensity as well. And even right now, I'm just bouncing like this. I actually feel it, right? And you will feel it. You'll notice like, man, this seems so easy, but you know, try doing it for a minute or two. You'll know what it feels like. And then soon what I'll do is like, I'll put my arms into it as well, right? So you get movement going, arm movement going as well. And as you do arm movement, you just want to focus on your breathing so you can breathe properly. Like I'm speaking right now, so my breathing wouldn't be as it probably should if I wasn't. But you want to focus on your breathing as well. Woo! Can you feel this at home? Wow. If you're at home as well, don't just look at me. Like actually stand up in front of your computer or your phone, your device, and stand up and let's just move together. We're just going to do it for a few more seconds, 30 seconds together. We're just moving. Or you don't even have to jump off the ground. Just go up and down with your heel, up and down, and you move your arm up and down. I hope you're doing it at home and it's not just me. All right. I see you right there. You're not moving. You need to get up, you know, start moving, right? All right. Look at that. Appreciate it. Thank you for getting up. So keep moving. We're almost there. 10 more seconds. Almost there. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you just like sort of slow down into it. You just slow down into it. You just slow down. Now, how was that for you at home? I hope you did it, but how was that for you? Let me know in the chat. I just love to be able to know how it was. How was that experience? Just being able to have those gentle movements. And again, there's different ways, different things that you can do while you're on it. You can get fancy if you want, but we just keep it very simple. But someone said it was great, that's great. And I feel the stimulation already. So again, that is a simple but powerful and effective thing to be able to help stimulate your lymphatic system. Like we said earlier, you have two main circulatory systems in your body. One, you have your circulatory system that's surrounded from your blood, and you also have your lymphatic circulatory system, right? Now, the blood has a heart to be able to pump it throughout the body, but the lymphatic fluid doesn't have any pump. Your muscle is that pump. So that's why this therapy extremely helps with just better lymphatic drainage and detoxification as well.
And so another one we're going to look at here is that steam that we want to do here. So then when we look at this steam here, we see that this steam, we're going to show you a picture here of what it looks like. So then you can get this on Amazon here. So it's like a portable steam chair that you can get on Amazon. And what we're going to do here at the end of this class, at some point, we want to put in all the stuff that we had recommended throughout our classes. And we're going to create a link for you for Amazon. And you can see all the different items in that link. You can click on that link here and you can purchase things from that link. And also, it will also be probably an affiliate link as well from our ministry. So if you purchase through that link, you help support the ministry at the same time as well. So that's something that we're going to put together for you with all the different stuff that we have recommended throughout our classes here, so that way you can purchase some of these things there. Now, the portable steam chair, as we said before, it's the lymphatic system and the skin works hand in hand. Not only the rebounder can also help with your skin too, because it's going to make you sweat as well. If you're not used to that type of exercising, then it definitely gets your heart rate up and help to stimulate sweating. But also the portable steam chair can help to stimulate sweating and can help with getting rid of extra fluid that is laying around in the body as well. I mean, be caused by edema and so forth. And also it helps to accelerate the absorption into your lymphatic system as well from this steam chair. So then usually we'll have, if you do this therapy, you can have someone attend you. So that way, because when your body's heated up, you may get a little lightheaded and so forth, and you need somebody just to be there to monitor you. So then having this portable steam chair, you sit down inside of it, it gets hot inside of there, and it can get anywhere from 110 degrees to 130, 50 degrees Fahrenheit. And you sit down inside of there, and you sit down there for about 30 to 40 minutes at a time. And usually you would check your pulse, and you would check your pulse, and you would check your temperature as well. So what you want to aim for, especially with this portable steam chair treatments and any types of steam or heat treatments, when it comes to like fever baths, portable steam chair, the sauna, you want to bring the body temperature up, and you want to induce a fever, because that way that can boost the immune system as well. As I said before, you have some of your immune system that lives inside of your lymphatic system. White blood cells is created in your lymphatic system as well. So then you help to stimulate that immune system, which impacts the lymphatic system, helps in cleaning out the lymphatic system. If there's any toxin or any infection inside of the lymphatic system, that can help to eliminate that as well. So then you want to bring your body temperature up to anywhere between 100, 102, 102 ideal. You don't want to bring it up above 102, and you want to maintain that temperature there for about 20, 30 minutes, having that elevated temperature. So then, as I said before, you want to check your pulse about every 5 minutes. You can check your pulse just to make sure that you're doing good, because when your heart rate goes above 120, you want to monitor, because you don't want it to start being too elevated. When it starts going above 120, then you want to be able to slow down the therapy, because your heart rate is become too elevated, and that's a sign that you might be on the verge of passing out or fainting. And also your body temperature, if it gets too high, you want to put a cold rag on your head and so forth. You can have a basin with ice water that you can put on your head to cool you down and so forth. That's why if somebody's there, they can be there to help you if in an event something happens to you. At the end of this therapy, what you do is you just go into the shower, and you take a cold shower for about 30 seconds to about 1 minute. So this here is a portable sauna. So then also like a steam sauna. And what it does, it just helps to accelerate sweating. It helps to stimulate your lymphatic system. And it acts just like a sauna, but you can mount it up right in your bathroom or in your house without paying for an expensive equipment like a sauna, because saunas can cost us thousands of dollars. This here is probably under $200, and you can get a portable sauna just like this here as well. So it just mimics a sauna in just a small little confined space, and then you just treat it like a sauna. You can sit down inside of there like a sauna, and then at the end of your treatment, then you go into the shower and you take a cold shower as well.
Great. And someone asked, how safe is it as well for someone with hypertension, right? So again, like let's say if someone is like on a really high level of the hypertensive condition where it's more like an emergency level, then you wouldn't want to do that. You don't want to do that therapy. But if for most people who are also hypertensive, but it's under sort of control right now, then that works really well. In fact, it will actually help someone in our experiences, what we've seen, help someone as well with better being able to control even their blood pressure, right? But of course, if you have a really high and elevated blood pressure, you won't want to just jump into something like that. But if it's controlled, then definitely you can experience the benefits of that therapy, and at the same time, it will actually help with that particular condition as well. Now, talking about that as well, we've actually not long ago we put together an entire natural remedies training, right? We did an entire natural remedies training. It's like hours upon natural remedies, and where we did remedies from like cancer to blood pressure to hormonal issues to immune system, cleansing, detoxification. And the reason why I mentioned that, we also covered even a demonstration of the entire steam chair as well, Russian steam chair. And I think it's something that all of you could take advantage of. And we're going to put a link in the chat as well, so that way, if any one of you wants to be able to learn how to utilize remedies in an advanced way and go through our entire advanced training course that we do have online, which is something that you can actually go at your own pace. It's something that is on demand 24/7. You can be able to look at it, and you can be able to pause to play. You get our entire manual, documents, PowerPoints, everything in there. If you want to get access to that, which I really recommend, we're going to also leave a link in the chat, so that way you can take advantage of that natural remedies training. And our goal is this, right? How can we be able to help in creating medical missionaries in every single city, in every single country, in every single home, in every single church? I believe if we can be able to achieve that, then where we can educate people in disease, its causes, prevention, and cure, then we'll position ourselves to be ready for, I believe, great crisis that is ahead. And the crisis that is right now, which is the crisis of disease that is plaguing, that is not only physical, but mental and even spiritual. So again, take advantage of this training. We're going to have a link, so that way you can be able to make sure you grab access to that right away.
Yes, and also for those who had signed up for the training prior, we did have an issue with our payment processing system. So I believe that some people signed up, but the payment didn't really go through. So that's something you want to make sure that you re-sign up for that training there, or you can just contact us to make sure that we get you signed up and going with that training as well. We just want to work on. We had to iron out a lot of things behind the scene that people don't see. So we got everything sorted out for now. So that's great. So now what we want to do is to transition into our skin detoxification here as well.
No, definitely. And to do that, someone just asked a question: what if you cannot afford the tent? Now, there are other ways to do it. However, we'll share something with you, because we'll share a link with you where you can get it for probably like what, $70, $80, $90, somewhere around there.
Yes, some of them you can get it cheaper. Yeah.
Yes, or 100, somewhere around there. So, which is a good investment. This is a good investment, especially if you do it. Even if it's 150 for it, it's like a really good investment.
Yeah. And it's on the cheaper end anyway for buying a sauna, because a sauna on the lowest end you can probably get $1,000, $2,000 on the low end for a sauna. So
no, definitely.
Yeah.
So we've had saunas that cost like 10,000 plus, So
Yeah.
what you're getting is the benefits of that, but without paying much. So that's what we're going to share. If you make sure you have those, we'll make sure you have those links. So if you want to get those links so you can access that, make sure you join our WhatsApp community, right? That'll be very essential. Join our WhatsApp community, so that way you can be able to get access to all those resources and materials that we're sharing with you regularly.
Yep. So then with our skin detoxification, some of the things that we see that that happens with the skin, that you have a toxic skin, and skin is a little more, I guess, in your face, because you can see your skin, the reactions on your skin. Not always it's a problem with the skin, just the skin itself, but sometimes it could be a kidney or liver, or different organs that is failing, and it may react on the skin. So then some of the things would be like dull appearance. So you might look gray or scaly, like you're not bright. Also, you may have acne breakouts on your skin. Many of we know what acne is already, and for some of us that's pretty obvious.
No, definitely. Just something to add in as well. A lot of people with acne and dull appearance, typically we try to put a lot of makeup to cover up that problem, but it doesn't solve it, right? makeup doesn't solve the skin issue. So that's why we want to get to the root of things today, and how can we really be able to help in overcoming it and not just masking it? Because I think a lot of you want to actually get full results where you don't just have to hide it, but you can actually overcome it.
Yeah, and also just keeping in mind that we have to clean inside our bodies so that we on the outside can become clean as well. But we'll be showing you things that you can do on the outside that can help not just masking the issues, but actually helping to cleanse your skin and make it bright and, and pliable again. Another one is irritation or redness of the skin. And it's not limited to just skin issues by itself. It could be many various things that is happening in the body, reactions to food and all different types of stuff. But then these are some of the things that we can look out for as well.
Yeah. And so then you have what you have here. Dryness, oiliness, increased sensitivity, all of those are different, like just different signs for detoxification for the skin. If you experience any of those, it means that, hey, let's begin to do something for our skin. Others that we're looking at here could be like puffy eyes or even dark circles. Of course, that could be indication of the kidney not functioning well, which a lot of times, of course, many of the other organs impact the skin in different ways.
Also, lack of sleep.
Lack of sleep, it might be as well. It might just be multiple areas, right? Also, it might be maybe a breakdown of elasticity as well. If you experience that, where you don't have that youthful sort of skin and so on, and you want to regain that glow. You want to be able to regain that,
tightness.
that nice tight skin, right? That almost looks nice like his right here, right? If you want that, then we're going to show you how you can implement things so you can be able to do at home. Also, it might be allergic reaction as well. If you have an allergic reaction, then definitely there is some detoxification that needs to be done, because a lot of times it does appear itself on the skin area. And we're going to share things that could be done as well, so that way you can help in sort of overcoming that internally, externally, as well as we do have exposure to toxins. And I believe all of us are really being exposed to toxins on a day-to-day basis. Sometimes we may be exposed to things by the type of soaps that we use. Like, that's the reality. It may be by the type of creams and lotions and just everything else that we use, and even environmental factors as well could play a role in that. So again, we do have so many different things that could be impacting us. Sometimes we wonder, why is it that I'm experiencing all those breakouts? Maybe we have a lot of chemicals in our self-care routine that is actually impacting us as well. Not just that, but maybe it might be internal things in our foods that we actually eating that is impacting us in that negative way as well. And then you also have like persistent skin issues. If someone has a lot of recurring skin issues, any type of skin issue that are reoccurring, that resurfaces all the time, then you could indicate, okay, being able to go for a good detoxification will definitely help a lot.
Yeah, and there are so many different skin issues, like in the picture here would show as well. So some of the pictures that we'll be showing right now will be showing some of those skin issues. So just regular rashes. We have like really bad acne sometimes, and you can see the before and after here of this individual. And you have like bad eczema. And some of the things could be just being lactose intolerant, consuming lactose, and the body reacts in a certain way. And a lot of eczema, if you just eliminate dairy from your diet, then that issue would go away. But we want to just talk about things that you can do, natural remedies to help your skin and detoxify your skin. And one of the first ones I want to show here for the skin detoxification, I don't know if anyone have seen this before here. This is a dry skin brush. So dry skin brush. So there's something called dry brushing, where you're not wet, you're not bathing or anything like that, but you actually brushing your skin. And some proponents have even alluded to using this and not having to bathe frequently by the use of this dry skin brush here. But I would say that when you do it, to go bathe afterwards, because you'll be shedding a lot of dead skin cells after you brush your skin hair. So you want to take like, shower afterwards. But some people say, it could help to a point where you don't even need to bathe when you use this dry skin brush here. So I'll demonstrate how you can use this here. So then you will see that your skin will begin to rise up here. And what you do when you do the dry skin brush, you brush it always towards the heart here. And that's why I say before that the skin and the lymphatic system, kind of works hand in hand here, because this dry skin brushing here also helps with what we call lymph drainage. And there's something called lymph drainage massage that is a little more advanced. We wouldn't get into that here in this class because lymph drainage massage, you have to show all the massage techniques and all the different things like that here. But this is something simple that you can do that is equivalent to like lymph drainage massage. And what you do is constantly pull the stuff towards the heart hair. And remember, you have your lymphatic system runs all throughout your body here. And the lymph inside of the lymphatic system is moved by these movements here on your skin. So this dry brush here helps to exfoliate your skin, helps to get rid of some dry skin cells. And at the same time, it flows the lymph throughout your lymphatic system to upwards, and you do it towards the heart here because that's the flow. That's where your lymphatic system flows. It flows upwards towards this area, and it deposits that waste into your bloodstream, which is then eliminated through your body hair. So you just keep brushing it upwards, and you do the other side here. You brush it upwards towards the heart, and then when you reach the front area, you can do it in circular motions there, circular motions in the front area, in the back area. You can do like circular motions in the back, and on the leg, you do it upwards towards the hat as well. So you start from the bottom and you just brush it upwards. And you make sure you do it so you brush your whole body. And after you do this here, you will see a lot of like thickness on your skin, and you'll take like a bath, and you can actually see like this little sheds of skin cells in your tub, like there's residue in your tub or your shower, wherever you're taking your bath. You can see some of that residue in your tub. So that's a great way to cleanse your skin, helps to get rid of some of that dead skin cells, exfoliates the skin, and also helps with the same way the lymph drainage. Similar to lymph drainage massage, it helps to drain out that lymph throughout your body, so it can help to circulate your body as well. And also it helps with blood circulation as well. So just helps with just detoxifying your skin, your blood, your lymphatic system, and so forth. It's a great tool that you can incorporate in your natural regimen. And this one here, this is very cheap. You can get some of these skin brushes for like anywhere from $5 to $20, depending on the quality that you're going for. They're all can be found on Amazon as well. And we can also include this into the link when we finally send out a link here for Amazon. So we might just send out one link that has multiple products in there that you can just purchase some of these items. So this here is a great tool.
No, definitely. And speaking about, even, taking a bath or even showers afterwards, we're going to share with you how you can be able to work on both detoxifying your skin and also your lymphatic system with a shower, right? It's something that we do every day. I hope we do every day, right? And that we can be able to utilize in a very specific way to be able to help with more skin detoxification. Now, what happened is that within your entire body, you have lots of, over your skin, you have lots of like small pores or like mouths all over, right? And then what you want to do is see, okay, how can I help in stimulating those pores to be able to open up more so that way the skin could detoxify whatever it is that might be around the surface area, within the blood area, so that way the skin can better be able to eliminate. And one simple thing that we could do, and I believe that in majority of areas around the world, you do have, most areas you do have showers, almost all areas right now, you do have showers. So that's something that could work wherever you are, whether you're in the US, Canada, whether you're in the Caribbean, in Europe, Africa, wherever you are, I believe something that you can implement, right? What I'm going to share with you is what you call contrast showers. I'm going to share with you how you can do it in a more intensified therapeutic way, but also how you could do it on a daily basis to actually get that lymph stimulation, but also skin detoxification as well daily, right? So this is what you call contrast shower. So the way this works is that when you enter into your shower, you want to turn on the water and, turn it for it to be like hot as you're able to handle it during that time frame. So whether you set off warm and get into the hot, and then turn it to as hot as you can handle it. Now, what happens during that time frame is one, it does help with stimulating your immune system, your lymphatic system, and so on, which is great. But heat naturally opens, right? It naturally dilates and opens up our pores. So the more and more our pores are opened up, the more and more our skin is also able to detoxify itself. And with all the steam and everything else and the hot water on our bodies, we naturally are able to open up our pores. And another way, I mean, really to open up your pores, you go out exercising, great way to be able to detoxify your skin and stimulate the lymphatic system and, many other aspects. However, on a day-to-day basis, you enter into that shower, you turn on the hot water as hot as you can handle it, then you allow that hot water to, flow over your body for at least like, I'll say like 3 minutes, right? Going you turn the dial to cold as you can handle it. All right. So again, you turn the hot off, you put it on the cool, and you allow the cold to go over you, to hit you for like about like 30 to 60 seconds. So 30 to 60 seconds, and I'm sure when I say 30 to 60, many of you will actually go for the shorter end of the spectrum, which is the 30-second mark. But again, for those who are willing to challenge themselves, hey, try the 60 seconds as well. But again, for 30 to 60 seconds, you do the cold, and that will naturally close back up the pores. It re-equalizes circulation throughout the body. It helps stimulate that extra immunity function as well. And if you want, on a day-to-day basis, you can actually just end it there and do that daily. And that will actually help to prevent frequent like illnesses, stimulate, better detoxification daily, stimulate the immune system, different aspects, right? However, if you want to intensify this even more, to actually get a lot more of the benefits, let's say you have more time cut out, then you can go ahead and have multiple alternations. That's what, not just because it's like a alternating shower, contrast shower. So you can do the hot for 3 minutes, the cold for like 30 to 60 seconds. Then you go back to the hot as well again, as hot as you can handle it for 3 minutes. Then you go back to the cold for 30 to 60 seconds. And you can essentially rotate that like at least 3 times. If you really want to go up to 5 times, you can. But if you alternate it for at least 3 times, then that would be like a great period where you can have like a nice therapeutic aspect going on with a contrast shower. And it's something, I believe this is a therapy that anywhere you are around the world, you can you are able to take advantage of that therapy and actually utilize it. And you notice the powerful benefit of it. And so again, you can do that if someone for whatever reason don't have the shower, then you go ahead, get into the tub, or put hot water in there, and you end that off with cold. You can get almost like similar results with that as well.
So then one of the last remedies we're going to show here for the skin, I'm going to show you how to do an Epsom salts glow. And we use this here with probably all of our guests who have come to our Lifestyle Center have gotten a salt glow before. And the reason why we call it a salt glow is because we use the Epsom salt here to scrub the skin. And by the end of this here, your skin will have a nice glow. So I'm just going to demonstrate here just a little bit, show you the consistency of what it should look like in this cup here. So I'm just filling this cup with some Epsom salt. So this is a regular Epsom salt. And I know people have asked this on our previous classes as well. So we don't use any flavored Epsom salts, especially when we're applying these things to the skin and so forth. Most of these flavors there is used for when you using this in your tub. So you put it in your tub and so forth, and it does have like a scent, like lavender oil or whatever that they add to these things there. So it's just plain Epsom salt that we can get, from a pharmacy, Walmart or Walgreens or any of the pharmacies. So you add some Epsom salt, and I'm adding this here to a cup. However, this is just for demonstration purposes, as I said before. So what you want to do is to add this to like a basin, something big enough that can hold a lot of Epsom salt, because you want to have enough Epsom salt so you can scrub your skin with this there. And then you want to add enough water to essentially make it almost like a slushy consistency. And I'm doing this there so I can show you what the consistency should look like. So you see here, the consistency here. So you can make this consistency like this here. So it's almost slushy. And what you want to do is sometimes what we have individuals do is to just rinse the body off with some nice warm water. And then we apply the Epsom salt to the skin and we scrub it like this here. Scrub it, scrub, scrub. And what we do is not only are we doing this on the hands there, but we go up the body, just like we did with this dry skin brushing. We use the Epsom salt and we scrub it upwards towards the heart area. So you do the hands start from the bottom, go to the top, do the legs, start from the bottom, go to the top. When you reach the center area of your chest and your abdomen, then you start doing some circular motions there. And in the back area, you do some circular motions on the back area. If you kind do it yourself, you have someone to help you. You have someone apply this salt for you on your skin. And you just keep scrubbing that Epsom salt in here. And then what you would begin to see is that the person's skin will begin to get red. And that is an indication here that the blood is not coming to the surface of the skin. And that is increasing circulation in the body. So this is helps circulation as well. Now, Epsom salt is high in magnesium. So this is also relaxing therapy because magnesium, if you know anything about this mineral, it's very relaxing. So people with high blood pressure and nervous problems and all this different anxiety and all different stuff like that, magnesium helps to relax. And also internally in the body as well, magnesium helps to dilate the blood vessels, meaning open up the blood vessels, relax the blood vessels, and even when we look at the liver, the lymph, the liver, the bile ducts and so forth is opened up, is relaxed because of the magnesium. So you just keep scrubbing, salt glow, you scrub this thing here, and then you get it until you start seeing the skin starts to get a little red. Then you know that this blood is coming on the surface, and that's a good indication here that you can move on to another area of the body. So you just keep going upwards and scrubbing upwards. You can use two hands. If somebody else is doing you or you're doing somebody else, you just rub them going upwards. Just keep rubbing upwards towards the heart. And that's a good way to do a nice Epsom salt glow. So then by the time you're done with this therapy here, your skin gets a nice glow to it. And this is a nice way to increase circulation, nice way to help to circulate your lymphatic system, and also a nice way, this can help to be as an exfoliant, so it can help to get rid of dead skin cells as well. And anything, when we talk about exfoliants, it's not something that you want to overdo. So I wouldn't say that you want to do the Epsom salt every single day, but you can do it like 2 to 3 times a week. And that can help to get rid of some of those dead skin cells. But also just remember it's drying. So it can dry out the skin. So after you have done this therapy, what you can do is to just wipe down your body with some nice olive oil or some natural oil that you can replenish some of that oil in your body here before your natural sebum begins to kick in for your body, for your system. So that's a simple way to do a nice cleanse here, and also just being able to stimulate your lymphatic system. This is a nice way to do this as well. Now, one of the things that we want to keep in mind here as we show you this therapy is to cleanse the skin, to stimulate the lymphatic system and so forth. With individuals, especially women, we do a lot of things that clogs up the skin. So not only are you masking the issues with makeup, but makeup and all these various chemicals that we put in the skin begins to clog the skin out. And that's why most of the time people get, this acne and all these different things reacts in the skin because the sebum is trying to come out of the pores of the skin and it's being clogged up and it forms this bulge. So then a lot of people have issues because of putting stuff on the skin, chemicals and all these various things that doesn't belong on the skin. And also not only just makeup, but some of those chemicals that we use in the store, like those synthetic lotions and the synthetic shampoos and conditioners, and all the things that have so many various different chemicals inside of them, those things begin to, your skin reacts to those things. It's because your body wasn't made to get all this various synthetic chemicals on them. Your body loves natural things. And, we are natural, so we should put natural things into our body and on our body. And also our skin absorbs those toxins as well. So when you put anything you put in your skin, it slowly absorbs into your bloodstream. It may take some time, but it will slowly get there. So this is something to keep in mind as we show you natural remedies for your skin as well.
No, definitely. And again, as you do this, like it's very simple. Like all you need to do is just go to the probably like your local pharmacy, your Walmart, CVS, or wherever it is, and you should be able to find the Epsom salt. Epsom salt. And what you want to look for is usually you want to just look for the one that is only Epsom salt, right? You don't want to get it with all the other additives or flavors or all those other extra stuff. You want it to just be plain Epsom salt, and that is what you'll be using for this therapy as well, just a plain Epsom salt, right? And as we covering those different channels, of elimination, because from next month we'll be moving on from cleansing, right? Next week, which is next month. Next week is next month. So by next week we'll be moving on from cleansing and diving into some deeper things that a lot experience, and it will be continue to transition a lot more rapidly. The remedies and so forth that we'll be covering. However, in the meantime, for those, how many of those as well in here, just let me know in the chat, how many of you in here have gotten a cleanse kit already, in terms of have ordered a cleanse kit, so that way you can start off your cleansing journey. And I'll just make a quick announcement as well. We did make that announcement in the group, or as you put it in the chat. We did make an announcement in the group there because of the influx of different orders and delay in like certain sort of herbs that are really, like right now, really hard to get, which we have been able to receive. All orders that have not been sent out as yet will be sent out between this week from Tuesday to Thursday. Between Tuesday and Thursday, all cleanse kits will be sent out. So that'll be the goal, to send all of those out. So let's see how many of you have already ordered your kit, right? I just want to see how many of you have taken advantage of this opportunity as well. And I see someone says they need a kit as well, because within the cleanse kit, of course, it goes through, like, there's 5 different products in there for blood and lymph, right? Blood and lymph cleansing, kidney cleansing, liver cleansing, colon cleansing, parasite detox, and you get a full guide with it as well to show you how to utilize it. You don't just take all at once. It will be broken down into 3 stages. You may take 1 or 2 different herbs at a time, right? 1 or 2 at a time, and then the guide will show you exactly step by step what you need to do. So again, for those who have already taken advantage of that, I definitely look forward to.
We're gonna have a link in the chat as well, so you can be able to. For those who see people saying that I need the kit, so the link is in the chat where you can order the kit item.
Also, for our moderator, if you can send, there's a different link for the cleanse kit. If you can send that other link for the cleanse kit, that'll be good, because we do have a special for those who said that they need the kit. We do have a special, so you can get access to it for only $97, right? However, from Thursday of this week, it will no longer be $97. On the website and on all the different links, the entire kit will be $147. So from Thursday, it will be, it will be a lot more, because again, throughout the past couple of years and so on, like a lot of herbs that were costing X amount are now like 4 to 5 times more the amount. So again, you do want to take advantage of that now. We do have that special available. So even if maybe you planning in 2 months' time to start, or a month's time to start, take advantage of it right now. So don't delay. By this Thursday, every single thing, all prices on the website will actually be changed for the entire kit. But as of right now, you can get access. And we're going to ask our moderator as well, if you can be able to put in the chat the link for our cleanse kit, right? So you can actually get that cleanse kit right away from there. To be a specific link for our cleanse kit special.
And as we do this here as well, we're going to open up for our question and answer throughout this segment too as well, because I know that there are a lot of people who have questions, and we want to be able to address some of those questions. And also, we just want to find one for just being able to start the cleanse. And not only those that just have a kit, all those who have started a cleanse throughout our class period, just say in the chat, just put yes. If you have started a cleanse throughout this period, whether it be juicing, whether it be going on a raw fast, or eating no food at all, whatever detoxing that you've gone through, if you have started any type of detoxing or cleansing, you can just put yes in the chat here, because I know a lot of people have been contacting us and saying that they've started a cleanse. I'm seeing a few yeses here. Great. We're just so happy that people are able to make this detoxification and this cleansing, and who have started a lot of these things there. We just thank you so much. And also the link here is posted in the chat where you can be able to get our cleanse kits. So those who want to be able to follow along doing a cleanse thing here, we have the liver cleanse. For those who are just joining, we have liver, we have kidney, we have blood, we have parasite. We just have a full detoxification where we have 5 different cleanses, and we detoxify the channels of elimination, so that way your body can be all cleaned out and ready to go. So you're going to follow along with these cleanses here, and you'll be able to get some of those, just get some of those cleanses to cleanse out your body. And I know that there are some people who have done our cleanse in the past and who ask me, how often should you do a cleanse like this here? And I myself personally, I do a cleanse every single year. I'm pretty young, try to be pretty healthy, but the amount of things that they put in our food, the environment that we exposed to, and just our body, maintaining our body to keep it in regular standing, I try to do a cleanse every single year. So that's just something to keep in mind. If you have done a cleanse in the past, it's something that you actually want to do on a regular basis. Just like you change your oil in your car on a regular basis, you want to be able to clean out your body regularly as well.
No, definitely. And if you have done any of our cleanses before, let us know how the entire cleanse kit went for you in the chat. We'd love to hear from you as well. If you have done it in the past, whenever you've done it in the past, we'd love to hear how your experience has been. However, right now, we will be going to our Q&A session. I know there are several different questions we were not able to get in the chat from earlier. However, we will give the opportunity. We're asking you on Zoom, each and every one of you who have a question, if you can go ahead and raise your virtual hand on Zoom. Go ahead and raise your virtual hand. We will be taking the questions in the order that it comes up. So if you go ahead and raise your virtual hand, you want to be able to go to the bottom here where it says reactions, click on reactions and click raise hand. You want to go ahead and raise your virtual hand, and we will be taking the question in the order that it's received. When we do call upon your name, we ask you to unmute yourself so that way you could be able to ask your question, and that way we can continue on with things. If there's a long delay, we might have to move on to the next person. But as many of you right now, it's the opportunity. Feel free to raise your virtual hand, and we'll be able to help in answering those questions right now.
I know there's someone is asking, do you have to take all 5 products? You don't have to take all the 5 products. And also, when you do the cleanse with our cleanses, so you're not taking all 5 products at once. So we do have a booklet that we send with you for free. And the booklet will show you how to take the cleanses throughout the cleanse period here. And also, if you don't want to buy the full cleanse kit, you can buy individual cleanses as well. So on the same website, you can buy the colon cleanse or the liver cleanse separately. But to get that thorough detox, we recommend the full kit, but you don't have to get the full kit as well.
Yeah. So we do have our first hand here, which is from Heather Grant. We ask you to unmute yourself.
Hi, good evening. How you doing? So I bought the kit. I have all of them, 2 of which the instruction on the back, the directions, they're rubbed off, so I can't read them.
Okay.
But I did not get a guide, so they're just sitting here. I don't know where to.
So this is what we will do is we can do 2 things. If you send an email to info@EasySeries, and we'll put that email in the chat. We will what we'll do is send you we'll mail you a guide, but we can also in the meantime give you a digital version of the guide as well, so you can have that on your phone or your computer. We'll give you a digital version in the meantime, but we can also mail you that guide maybe sometimes in the process of the shipping and packaging, that sometimes that could be lost in terms of one item may not be placed in like the guide. However, we can make sure that you get that guide to help with it. Did you get the entire cleanse kit?
I did that. Yeah.
Okay, great. So yeah, so send that email, and it's in the chat, info@easyseries.com, so we can make sure that we can send you that guide digitally at first, and If you need it, which we can, we'll ship that to your address as well.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you. All right, so we do have another hand hair from Ellie. Ellie, you can go ahead and unmute yourself. All right, Ellie, I noticed that it's you unmuting and muting again. I'm not sure if it might be.
Just tap it once. I think you're tapping it too many times.
Yeah. So then, in the meantime,
Yeah, it looks like you're unmuting and muting at the same time. I'm not sure what's going on.
okay. So in the meantime, so we'll just move on to the next individual here. It says, I see a question here from Veronica. She says the full kit is good for how many persons or times, right? So again, ideally the full kit would be utilized for one person. You will have a little bit left over as well in it, but it's designed for like one person for the entire cleanse kit session. So if you want to do it with a spouse or with someone else, we do recommend you getting two of them, right? We do recommend you getting two of them. So if you do the full kit, it's ideally utilized for one person.
Yep. And also for those, someone said that they was in the YouTube and they didn't see the link as yet on YouTube. So the moderator is gonna post that again in the chat so that way you can see that link. But also at the end, for those who are on YouTube, at the end of this live stream, we will have everything in the description on YouTube. So that way you can be able to purchase some of the things that we recommended here throughout our class here, especially the training, and also the cleanse kits. And also for those who want to be able to do a more thorough training and also even get deeper into the cleansing aspect of things, you can be able to sign up for our advanced natural remedies training. We have probably over 30 hours of class time. Is all practical classes that we show, just like we do presentations here. And each class is about 3 hours long. So we touch on like cancer and we cover that for 3 hours. We touch on, different types of diseases, high blood pressure, and all its various different types of diseases. And we cover like 3 hours and we spend time with these diseases. And also we have a book that comes along with that as well, our Advanced Natural Remedies Manual. And in that manual, we put together all the remedies and all the formulas that we've accumulated over the years in many different various diseases and so forth. And it's just a power-packed information. It's just the manual is worth it, in my opinion, for the training, or how much we're charging for the training here.
Yeah.
And for a limited time, we do have the training listed for $97, but the price that we had prior to that is $297, and we will be raising that price again to $297 very soon. So you can just take advantage of our low offer that we have here for everyone that was a part of this class, this program. So you can be able to sign up for the Advanced Natural Remedies training, and that will be posted in the chat as well. And it has been posted in the chat already, and you can see some of the links in the chat there as well. And you can sign up for the Advanced Natural Remedies training from there.
So also we're going to try Ellie again to see if you can ask your question, and also anyone else with questions, you can also feel free to put your hand up and we'll ask you. We do have a few more moments as well where we can answer any more questions, whether it may be related to the specific remedies or any of the topics that we covered. But Ellie, if not, I'm going to put your hands down. We're going to try you one more time. Can you unmute yourself? Okay, so it's not working, so I'm just going to lower your hand for right now, maybe.
And can you type your question, Ellie? Maybe we can get it before we end off this here. I see Donna just raised her hand.
Okay, you can go ahead, Donna.
Good evening, and thank you, gentlemen, very much for this presentation this evening. It's very enlightening. Actually, I like the dry skin brushing, and I actually do dry skin brush, but that was a very nice brush that you had. Can you buy that?
So I can send the links. I'll send the links there to where we got this from here. And so that way you can have the nice skin brush as well.
Yes. And then I also wanted to know, for the salt glow, would you suggest using that maybe with cold mitts and friction? Thank you.
Okay, thanks for your question.
I mean, you can mix it together. You can put salt in there and use it with a cloth, but it can be done separate. And you can do a cold meeting friction after you've done the scrub if you want to. So yeah, so some of these recipes can be done together, but it might be good to just do the Epsom salt with your hand just to get the scrubbing in. With the cold meeting friction, it might dissolve a lot of the Epsom salt because the cloth would be kind of wet. So it might dissolve some of that salt. And you want to make sure that you have some of the roughage from the salt to be able to exfoliate some of the dead skin cells from your hand area. Yeah, so that's just something to keep in mind as well.
Yeah, no, definitely. And so we're going to see here. I see we have questions in the chat as well. We'll be prioritizing those that raise their hands, but we'll also be taking questions in the chat. Okay. So there's one in the chat that says, "Can a 12-year-old girl use the whole cleanse kit?" Right. So again, if someone is like, let's say 12, then they can also utilize the entire cleanse kit. That's perfectly fine. Like, let's say what I would do, like in terms of certain aspects that are stronger, like especially more so the parasite cleansing, I'll probably use like maybe like a quarter of the dosage or the amount in there. But also it's broken up into 3 stages. And the second stage is when we really have someone probably utilize more juices and so on. Uh, 12-year-old do cleansing as well.
And also just on the topic of the kids, because I see another question coming as well. Can kids do the scrub? Yes, so kids can do those therapies. You know, my son, Micah, he's 4 years old now, but from the time he was a little boy, time he was like a little over 1 year old, Micah has been going through some of the stuff that we've done here at our center. So Micah has been drinking green juices from like a little under 2 years old. He's been drinking green juices from carrot juice to kale and all these different types of stuff like that. And also even the scrub, as you get older, you can do the scrub in the skin. All you have to do is just, with the kids, you just do it a little gentler scrubbing the skin because the skin is a little more sensitive. But yes, you can do these things with kids. It's actually great to do these things, treatments on kids. So instead of bringing them to, taking all kinds of medicine for the different illnesses, then you can do these natural remedies on your kids as well. And it works wonders. With Micah, Micah has never been to a doctor for any illness. The hospital just in case, just to check up on him, just to make sure everything is good. So it was a car accident that we were involved with, but that was about it. So usually you do everything naturally at home. So that's something that you want to keep in mind for your kids. Instead of always opting for some of those synthetic drugs, you can just do those natural treatments with your kids at home, and it works wonders. So just keep in mind for kids, you just can dumb down some of those things. And with the skin scrub, you can do it a little more gently for them because the skin is a little more sensitive.
Okay, Deborah, I see you unmuted already. You go ahead, you can ask your question.
Hi, good evening to you both and
Good
everyone
evening.
else online. I came in just as you were giving the instruction how to use the Epsom salt paste, but I didn't get the ingredients. That's one thing I wanted to do for me. And the second one is that my grandson is 6 years old. He has eczema. Can I use it on his skin for the
Okay.
eczema?
So then the Epsom salt scrub is just Epsom salt and water. And I showed the texture that he wants, like a slushy type of texture with the Epsom salt, enough so you can just scrub the skin. So it's just these 2 ingredients, water and Epsom salt. And with the eczema, that's like a oatmeal bath, or you can put some oatmeal inside of like a cheesecloth. If you don't have a cheesecloth, you can use like a old cotton t-shirt, and you can put the oatmeal inside of there, and you can, tie the other end that t-shirt or cloth or cheesecloth and so forth, and you want to wet it and just get it wet, soaked underneath the shower, and you want to squeeze. Say, 3 or 4 cups of oatmeal, put it in the bath, stir it inside of there, and have them soak into the bath for about 30 minutes to 40 minutes. So oatmeal is very soothing to the skin, and it can help to accelerate the healing of that eczema.
Thank you so much.
So you eliminate dairy from the system. I can tell you probably 9 out of 10 times kids' eczema will begin to go away by just eliminating dairy from the system. So then that's something just to keep in mind as you do some of those therapies there for eczema.
No,
Thank you.
definitely. And also someone says, can the scrub be used on the face? Most definitely. You can definitely use it on the face. After you're done with scrubbing the face, you just touch your face and you're like, wow, this is like a baby's bottom, right? And that's how smooth and nice it becomes. So again, all you do, you just like close your eyes, of course, you don't want to get it in there, and you just rub it across your entire face area. And after you're done with it, you just rinse it out. You rinse it out. And it's a natural way to be able to exfoliate dead skin cells and to be able to cleanse the face as well. So something that's very good. And also, we got a question here from YouTube too. And again, if we miss anyone, we're really sorry. For sure, we'll get any hands that come up because we see that better. But if we miss you in the chat, feel free to raise your hand and we can be able to address that. However, there's a YouTube question that also said, how to use senna leaves for detox. They want to know how to utilize senna leaves for detox. So, I mean, a very simple thing that you could do that most people have available is just like a laxative flush, more of a laxative effect. If you get like senna capsules, you can do like 1 to 2 of them, like 2 capsules. It depends on the individual and how backed up you may be. You can do that, which mainly cleans out the entire colon area, but in a more laxative way, if a natural herb. So again, you can utilize capsules, but if you do want to use the tea is an option as well. You can get the tea as well. But those are like some key ways that you can utilize it. It gives more of a laxative effect.
Yeah, and then someone is saying how many senna leaves to use. You can probably get in powder form as well, or even capsules. And then you can follow the recommendations, on the capsule that you use for the senna, but you don't want to take a lot of senna because it's a very strong laxative effect. You can give you diarrhea and you can be running to the bathroom all day if you really overdo the senna.
Yeah. And for those who want to avoid, like, let's say if senna gives anyone like more of a griping type of pain and so forth because of how it moves in the bowels, then even coupling that with ginger will actually helps a lot with that to be able to lessen that effect or not allow that effect to come about. If someone is doing like just a straight senna, some people can experience that. So the ginger definitely helps to balance it out. So those are some things that you can be able to implement and do for that. And I see that we have several different questions. We'll be ending off very soon with the questions. So if any one of you have questions that are on here still, feel free to raise your hands. We're going to try to see if we can get those in the chat without missing it as well. Because we are seeing different ones in the chat. I hope we don't miss on anyone.
Yeah, I know someone gave a comment about using the Epsom salt scrub. Someone says, my daughter had terrible acne. I started using the Epsom salt and they've been using it now every weekend, and now her face is looking much better. Yes, so it helps to get rid of some of those dead skin cells, open up the pores. You don't want to clog the pores with anything else as well on the skin. So that's something to keep in mind too. So we're just thankful that you able to experience that with your daughter, able to experience having some clearer skin by just using those natural remedies as well. And for those who are coming on right now, especially on Zoom, I know some people say, I just arrived on Zoom. I wasn't here. We're gonna put here in the chat a link to our YouTube channel. And with our YouTube channel, you'll be able to subscribe to our YouTube channel, but not only just subscribe, you'll be able to see all the recordings from this session and this class that we have done here, and all the previous classes as well. So if you've never been to our classes before, we've covered juice detoxification, we've covered cleansing the colon, cleansing the kidney, the liver, cleansing parasites from your system, and all those various cleansing that we have done here before in the past. And we see this here that you can use these things. You can use our YouTube channel to be able to watch all these previous classes and to be able to just follow along and get some of this information that you have missed, that if you have just logging on or just coming into some of these things here as well. So that's just something to keep in mind here. You can just go to our YouTube channel and subscribe and be able to like the video as well, because that helps our engagement on YouTube so more people can see the videos. And that's one way you can support us as well.
No, definitely. And whenever you're on YouTube, feel free to leave comments as well, as many comments, definitely. We'll also try our best to respond to those on YouTube. So if there are additional questions as you go back and review it, leave a comment. We'll be more than happy to help in answering those as well as best as we're able to. So let's see if we have any final questions before we end off for this evening. And again, it's been a great evening with you so far. We're really excited for each and every one of you who have joined. It shows that you are committed to your health and wanting to live healthier, especially this 2024. And we look forward to being able to walk through and journey through that experience together. All right. And that is why we've created this entire community as well on WhatsApp. That is why we are doing this every week, so that way we can help inspire individuals, educate individuals on how we can be able to live better, not only for ourselves, but as we gain better health, we are impacting also the lives around us by better being able to be there for those that matter most. And so I hope that this is a life-changing experience for each and every one of us. And, we want to make sure that week by week that you can also invite your friends, invite your family, so that they can be a part of this experience as well. And many more may be able to learn about a wonderful health message that is able to impact them. So again, we're going to see if we can answer the final questions before we end off things for this evening.
Yeah, I see one more question here. We can probably end off with this last question here. We see here, kind of clogged lymphatic system with edema cause high blood pressure. And that's a yes. So having edema could cause high blood pressure. So then I saw someone unmute. I'm not sure if someone is about to ask a question or something. So then so then you want to be able to address your edema. Now, with high blood pressure, one of the things that your body is doing, and which can cause high blood pressure, is that water retention. And that's why a lot of you guys, some of you, your medications you would take would be water pills or those diuretics. It helps your body to flush out water from your system. So then we see here that a few people take those water pills or those diuretics, and that helps with lowering blood pressure. So then by helping to activate your lymphatic system and helping to get the edema down or the water retention down, you can help lower your blood pressure at the same time. And one of the simple remedies for that you can do as well is to just drink water, because sometimes your body, not knowing when it will get water again, especially when it's dehydrated, it holds on to water, and that can cause high blood pressure and just the water retention. So you want to be able to drink enough water so your body can eliminate that water, natural diuretic. And also you want to be able to address your lymphatic system. Make sure that the remedies that we have shown here throughout this video, that you can apply some of those remedies so you can help to declog your lymphatic system and help in your blood pressure as well.
Definitely. And again, we do thank you so much for being on with us on Natural Remedies Uncut. It's just a straight through run where we can be able to walk through all the different remedies that maybe that is not being necessarily pushed out in the public as much, that it's able to bring about relief from many of our ailments, right? And that is our goal every single week. So we look forward to seeing you next week at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is every single week on every Sunday. This is the time that we'll be doing this together. Now we'll be moving on from cleansing. This month was all about cleansing. And again, if you haven't taken advantage of the Cleanse Kit offer, you want to do that right now from Thursday this week everything, that special pricing will no longer be available. But at the same time, we look forward to next week as we start to head into other aspects of natural remedies that we can utilize for many different ailments and common ailments that we experience and that we suffer from a day-to-day basis. But how to prevent it, how to overcome it, and also how to help those around us who may be experiencing it as well. And that is really the entire goal of it. So again, make sure you join into the WhatsApp community as well, so that way you can get resources. Towards the end, we'll be sending resources to you on all the notes from this class with the remedies. So any one of you missed any aspect, you'll be getting that in the WhatsApp chat. We'll also be sending additional resources and links and so forth that would be of benefit to you for, like, let's say the nice, cute looking skin brush or whatever it is that some of you wanted as well. We're going to make sure that you can be able to get access to those. So make sure you join the WhatsApp community and do us a favor on that WhatsApp community. Earlier today, we just surpassed 400 on the WhatsApp community. If everyone invites one person, right? If every single person in the community invites one person, we'll literally be at 800 tonight. 800 tonight, right? However, not everyone will invite one. So take advantage if each person invite even 10 people. Then that will be a major increase of the amount of people that could get access to saving health truths and materials that could impact and save a life.
And also, you want to be able to support us so we can continue giving you this free material, these free classes every single week, because we do spend a lot of time putting together our free booklets that we give every single week, and also this free presentation, an hour-and-a-half long presentations that we do every single week. If you want to be able to give a gift or a love donation, you can feel free to give something. We'll put that link in the chat as well. Our moderator will put that in the chat here, and you'll be able to make a love offering, a donation to our ministry here to support us, because we do have a lot of projects that we want here. And for those who don't know, this is what we call Eden Lifestyle. And at Eden Lifestyle Home, we do have a lifestyle center where we help people overcome the illnesses naturally. And with our lifestyle center at Eden Lifestyle, we do have a lot of projects that we need to get off its feet, and we do have a lot of things that we need to get done at Eden Lifestyle Home. It is an older house, and we have been renovating for a few years. And one of the big projects that we want to do is to get a nice heating system that is more efficient, and because the heating prices have gone tremendously up in the past few years. Just get a more efficient heating system for our place here, so we can have a nice warm home for our lifestyle center. So you can just give a donation if you're inclined to do so. You don't have to give anything, but you can, just to help us out. And also, we wanted, so you can put in the chat as well. You can post in the chat what you would want us to cover throughout our classes here. We do have topics that we want to cover, but we want to see what you're interested in as well. Our Natural Remedies Uncut classes. Put in the chat right now what disease you would like us to cover, what subject you would like us to cover. We also might put in also on WhatsApp, we'll probably put a poll as well, so you can all vote to see some of the things that you're more interested in, to see how we can cover, whether it be you want to learn more about arthritis or cancer or high blood pressure, or some certain supplement or herb or new treatments that have come out. Whatever it is that you want us to cover, you can just put it in the chat here, and we'll take that in consideration as we go throughout the weeks. And we want to be able to give you some juicy natural remedies that can help you, not only you, but your family members, to overcome the illnesses as well.
Great. And again, so we're just going to end off in prayer by going to the great physician, Jesus Christ himself, that is able to heal maladies of both body and soul. So let's pray together as we end off. Father in heaven, we just thank you so much for blessing with the information necessary to regain our health. And I just pray that you will strengthen each and every one of us, that we may also make changes within our lives, so that we can see how best we can serve you, how best we can take care of the body that you've given to us, and we can experience that victory over the different maladies or illnesses that we face with. Keep us, guide us, and strengthen us. We thank you. In the name of Jesus, we pray. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Thank you so much for joining as well. See you next week at this same time as well.